There's the screen. That's how Twitch do. What's up? Hey, we have no viewers in the room yet, so we can talk about this. How are we going to fuck up his campaign?
I looked at my stats, and I'm like, whoa, this guy'd be a really good suicide committer.
Clearly what we need to do is find a way to destroy the object of their game, and then take a big poop in the loot bucket. So that when they open it, they get a surprise. Hey, Chris. How you feeling?
Got my bladder burster sized drink here.
Nice, nice. I have my giant cup of ice and water right here. I got a cup of coffee on the go. And very soon I'm going to be opening this here Ponderosa Gosa.
Drinking my own beer.
And Luke is drinking his own beer.
Luke brewed some stuff and is going to get pissed halfway through this.
Well, that's a guarantee. A guarantee, in fact. Cheers, Fancy.
Came out to 7.2%.
Willkommen das der Scheiße Show.
Nice. The der is what made it poetry.
Der.
Isn't it Sein Scheiße Show?
I don't know. Do I speak German?
No.
Don't look
It'd
at
be
me,
Die
man.
Scheiße something. I don't know.
Willkommen die Scheiße Show? Whatever show is in
Welcome
German?
in die Scheiße Show.
Yeah, but you got to have the word in there for two. Welcome to the...
Yeah.
I don't know what that
It's
is.
probably implied. You know, it's probably implied. I don't know. Tonight's intro music is provided by the percussionist known as Chris's mom.
Oh, can you hear this crunching?
Oh yeah, it's okay.
What is that?
Oh,
That is-
death crackers.
That is the worst Halloween candy I have ever gotten.
Those are death crackers. Those are
Yeah.
Those are murder crackers.
Yeah.
If I eat those, I
MDKs.
die.
I got the best mug.
If I wasn't the best grandpa, why would I have this mug? But you're not a grandpa.
Then why do I have this mug?
Well, exactly.
You murder hoboed an old man.
And stole his mug right off the street. He was minding his own business in a back alley and murder hobo.
Well, that's the thing. Like, he wasn't worth any XP to me, but
But he had loot.
I have to get his loot. He might have clues to something.
Clearly, that means we're jumping back into a D&D 5e session.
Super much so.
You've got the segue skills of the weatherman.
You know it, Bob. Over to you.
That's so funny, Bob. You stupid. Anyway,
Jane, you ignorant
Sally
slut.
Jane, you ignorant slut.
That was the greatest segue in television history.
It really was.
Oh my god. That was
You know
killer.
the only problem?
Your beer's empty and you need to go get another one.
I just went and got this one.
We'll go get another one. Whoop. And now he understands why brewing 10-gallon batches is a requirement.
One day I'll be allowed to drink beer again.
Indeed. One day your glass will do too. Okay, so I'm gonna finish dicking with audio levels. Hopefully we're all good. And then yeah, and when Thunder Thighs sits back down.
Thunder, the Barbarian. Oh,
Hold
somebody
on.
should have had a
Thunder
sun blade.
Thighs? Hold on, I just need to pull up a quick photo.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's gonna put a dick up on the screen. He's gonna force me to do more editing. Then I'm not gonna be able to do it. Then we're gonna have that go live, and the people are gonna go to the beer course I'm working on, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, I should get more information from this guy who's incredibly credible." And then they're gonna go to our channel, and they're gonna see a big rainbow dick.
Yeah, how many
Dickity
jobs
dick.
have I lost because of this?
Right
Stream,
now,
by the way,
it's
guys.
entirely possible, all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be looking for work hopefully in the new year.
Shout out to our patrons on Patreon, Trevor Valley Fancy and Ricardo Alvarez. Thank you for helping us make this show possible every month. You crazy cats. If you want to give to us or just show us some love, patreon.com/Rysk Brewing is how you can do that. Tonight's episode brought to you by LibrisArcana.com, LibrisArcana.ca, the official dice subscription of Quantum Keep. Use promo code RYSK, RYSK, for 25% off your first month's subscription to their RPG or their dice stuffs. Wow, it's like I just rattled all that shit off on purpose.
You written it down yet?
No, I have not. Are you trying to
so
make smoky, foggy studio effects there, Luke? Oh, it's lightninging outside.
Why not? Okay, I have to go upstairs briefly because everybody just got home, and I need to let them know that I'm doing my super important stream. You can't be bothered. So,
all right. Well, you go do that while Luke and I.
You
go do that while Luke and I discuss how we're gonna screw up Buzzett's campaign.
Yeah, and talk about Vorpal swords.
Whatever that is, I kind of don't even know where we are yet because officially player knowledge is not character knowledge. Excuse me very much. Tonight's beverage is provided by my bank account and Wild Rose Brewery. This is the Ponderosa Gosa. It's quite tasty, actually.
My brew provided to me by hard work and many lessons in patience.
So you didn't do anything to it other than adding some extra sugar along the way and repitching.
Yeah.
Okay, and the flavor settled out quite a bit, did it not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's super malty, but I think the whole bill had an ounce and a half of hops in it.
Yeah, no, and you would expect it to be really, really hot or really malty with that much grain, or at least that much malt. So, you know, one of the things that I'm concentrating on the course that I'm writing, the first lesson in the course is scripted and ready to be shot, and I'm working on the next ones. 2 of the 8 modules in the course or lessons in the course are specifically keynoted by patients, and that's probably the hardest thing I had to learn, and is the hardest thing for every new brewer to learn. It can be fast.
It sounds like beer show talk to me.
It is. It absolutely. Well, you were away. You abandoned
What
us,
happened to the talking about Vorpal swords and crap?
We don't know anything
We're
about
talking
them,
about beer,
and we don't know where we are because we're still, as far as we know, in the void that exists below the tentacles of a demon beast god.
Oh, you guys got all squished.
Well, exactly.
Smashed.
Yeah, we got macerated.
No, dude, that's the thing. Like what I find for me, anyways, is enthusiasm is a good thing, but it needs to be extremely well directed. Yes. Like I spent 2 hours today instead of fucking with the cider. That's like 2 points from being done. When I should just leave the fucking thing alone for another day and it'll be fine.
Weeks.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Are we back to beer talk?
No, we're talking about cider now. But like enthusiasm is the problem. So I spent 2 hours today designing my hop garden that I'm gonna build or not next year.
Okay, so what do you guys remember then from last session?
We got eaten by a giant multi-tentacled kraken-like beast in a pit.
But I killed the chick.
But we killed the chick, and we killed the other chick.
We got a victory point.
And we killed the dude.
In order to make sure.
And the dude ran away.
Yeah, so.
We
dealt
got a
with
victory
very
point.
dark. I don't know about that, but maybe.
It was dark, I remember that.
So let me see if I've got this correct. You got the idea that if this woman survived and was enslaved by the pirate guy,
Yep.
she would rise up with her pirate or her fellow slaves, overthrow pirate dude, use her influence with them to return here and bring this cult to greater glory after her madness.
Correct.
Why, hello, Jess.
Hey, Jess.
Yes, what's happening?
The madness of being enslaved would have given her the motivation and the power she needed to overthrow the pirate, come back here, and usher in the end of the world.
Right.
So, to be safe, everyone had to die.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that was how we sort of rolled anyway.
Okay. No, I'm just wondering.
I mean,
Did
I
I
think there were
fail
probably...
as a DM? Was there any other options that came to mind?
I don't think it was a total railroad. No, it was not a railroad.
The only other option was kill the dude. But at that point, we had been combating for an hour.
Yeah.
And the fucking Conan combat system sucks dick.
All right, so we're reviewing the system now. Which is
No. I mean, we got our asses handed to us. By the end of that session,
it was a different one. I think it would be an amazing system to get used to and play a full campaign in.
And to play enough of those typical early game railroad sessions where people level and become one with their characters and
right. That's the thing. You guys
abilities.
aren't doing that. You're just like hopping in and you're being stuck. Make the best out of it. I'm not criticizing you guys for what you did at all.
No. I just
because
it
your
seemed
characters
natural.
have been rattled. Your characters have been rattled, and one way to look at it is Luke's character was just having a real struggle. It's just kind of almost a sanity issue there, just deciding to end everyone in order to
dude, like,
preserve the greater good.
If you watch last week's back, I was like, everybody is fucking dying.
Episode 12 is available on Twitch and will be available this week sometime on YouTube as well. So if you want to get back and catch episode 12, and because it was a long session too. I mean, it went 3+ hours.
Yeah. Well, we were gonna kind of split it up again, but we were just so close.
We just needed to motor through. And that combat just.
But you got to do some interesting things.
We got to do some really cool things, and I enjoyed barbarianing for a little while.
Yeah, it's cool. I think if we, like you said, if you had a chance to get into a character, watch it level up and influence it that way, instead of just like, jumping into something that you're just in for an evening or two, and then that was our 5th system.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
So here we are learning all these different systems. So anyway, I thought it was fun, but yeah, it was very difficult. Very, very hard to. So I thought I'd bring us back to something a little more familiar.
Which is awesome, and we're looking forward to it.
Donjons et Dragons, and this is even easier because you don't even have characters. What I did is I took a very powerful NPC template and altered them a little bit, gave them a bit of equipment, and then handed them off to you guys.
Well, at this point, we kind of... I think one of the things that both of us have done so far in the adventure is, while we've inhabited others, we're still Shell and Hank McMurtry.
Yeah.
And so I don't mind that, because we've not been in any one environment long enough to get particularly comfortable with who we are. We just know who we are, and we're in this, and we've got a job.
Well, yeah. and you try to assert yourselves in these new situations. And I mentioned
Yeah.
once in one of the previous um, streams that sometimes you feel these characters that you've taken over are trying to assert themselves.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So they're that's why some things feel like instinct to you. Like remember Flint just reached down and knew he
Yeah.
had a battle axe there.
Yeah.
Or whatever, right? That kind of stuff. But I don't know where I was going with that.
And I had a
Anyway,
constant
Had
yearning
nothing
to
to
hear
do
the.
with watching that cartoon in my youth. I had nothing to do with it.
I had a constant yearning in the last game to hear the lamentation of the women's.
Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, hear the lamentation of the women.
And
No.
I never got it. I got
Sorry.
the lamentations of a giant tentacle beast.
Yeah, there was much lamentation for that.
I got tentacularized.
Tentacular. Yeah, okay, so no, that was
Killer
funny though,
massage.
because it started to grab Luke's character, Matanga, and Luke was just, nope, I've got you both.
Taking you bitches with me.
Taking you, one of them goes, the other's holding on, and she comes to.
Yeah,
and
it
it's
was a pretty evil scenario all around.
Well, that's the thing. Like the choices coming up are going to be more and more difficult, and maybe you are going to have to pick up the makeup stream. Right on, fancy.
Who?
No, I'm not going to put on.
Okay, well, I just rolled and
Grab some
I'm
chapstick.
down to see this happen.
But yeah, so things are going to be a little darker and harder to deal with. You might have to just actually boil down to picking between two evils, kind of like what the Pirate King did last time, Matanga or whatever. So okay, you guys, have you seen your characters then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you read through what they can do? They have legendary actions.
I have started to do that, kind of getting a grip on what's there.
Do you know what a legendary action is?
Yes.
No. Sort of. No,
Okay, let me
not
explain
really.
legendary action. Legendary actions are things you can do at the end of other people's turn in initiative.
Okay.
A lot of creatures that are powerful have these. They start showing up after, depending, but around like challenge rating 10 sometimes and stuff and higher. So if you want to perform one of those legendary actions, you get legendary action points. Each of those things cost a certain number of points. It's pretty simple for you guys though, because they both cost 1, and then you have a 1 a day one. So
and it gets
if you
regenerated. The point gets regenerated.
It gets
at the beginning
regenerated every turn.
Every orbit.
It doesn't
Okay.
say how many legendary points I have.
It doesn't say. Oh, I might have, because I had to retype it all out into InDesign and try to make those sheets. So I might have messed it up. Everybody has 1 point. Okay. So it's enough to do your legendary action, basically. Okay. Once a turn, you can do it at the end of someone else's turn.
Oh,
Okay.
you have 1 legendary point per turn?
Yep.
Sweet.
So one of you gets to call out to the other to give them the opportunity to do an attack.
Yeah.
And other one,
and I get another weapon attack.
And yeah, exactly. So you can grant one to somebody, and somebody gets a weapon attack, and if you use them wisely, it really, really makes a difference. There are also the 2 1, like you each have a 1 a day, which
Yep.
you're going to be able to burn. Now those are like properties of your armor and other things like that. So be very careful with those, because those don't come back with a rest. It has to be like the dawn or whatever.
Okay.
Okay, and then make sure you understand how your weapons work. So if you're attacking something with a head or without a head,
Yeah, that's important.
You're just going to get extra damage to it. Okay, that's exactly it. But if you're attacking something that needs its head to live, then the head shall be gone. With your Dragon Slayer, if you hit anything with the dragon type, you get a bunch of extra bonus damage with it. Okay, so
we legit
it's pretty
could
straightforward.
be a makeup stream right now.
We could. I've got some chapstick, like I said, and I could really pretty myself up with this.
Okay.
No.
I just sort of gave myself another once over on this.
Dragons are fierce, girl.
You guys are like
Gotcha.
ridiculous to hit plus 12 or something like that.
Yeah. Strength is a little. Constitution is pretty solid. Charisma.
Most of those stats are pretty much the same across the board because, like I said, it just grabbed the NPC for you guys. So you were dragged into the maw, and things went dark.
Indeed, they did.
They went dark. You were totally out of it. You didn't feel the same kind of... What? No, that's my... Of course I can't make the sound again. Oh, there we go.
Whatever, Toots McGee.
Just fitting myself over here. There we go. It's my elbows on the table. Yes, work, dragon.
Tight
work.
cheeks.
So,
Dragon. Chris gets all bloated and sounds like a balloon.
Yeah, we're credible.
That's how I call my dragon.
I'm never getting a job again, am I?
No.
Not if we can help it. We'll just get you a job being a DM.
Dragon Slayer.
Dragon Slayer. All right.
Purple sword. All right. And the mighty Leatherman plus 12.
And the plus 12 of turning.
So you start to regain your senses.
Fancy.
You guys have died before and shifted.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
familiar
so
with this
You're
now.
familiar with this really come through queefs.
Okay, now you're not getting employed. You said it out loud.
That's just the unicorn that lives inside of every woman farting.
Let's talk about beer tonight instead. Oh,
Actually,
my
that's
God.
really that's all the bubbles in beer are. Is it's yeast queefs.
Oh God. Moving on, you guys come to life again.
So you don't want me to put that picture up on screen? Why?
Because it makes it even easier for you to derail this show. Do I need to call Macabre Derek and have him come and bring some levity to this situation?
Oh my gosh, that dude is intense.
Exact hit.
He is.
Thanks, Fancy. You're so helpful.
He's a really cool dude, man.
I know.
Oh, for sure, man.
I know.
But those guys, when they play, they've got like
They are serious.
they're serious business, and they're like acting and stuff. And I don't know how to do that. But no, it's crazy.
Let's go.
Luke is one beer away from completely losing it.
The stench of burnt flesh greets you as you awaken from the darkness of Cthulhu's embrace. How's that? All right?
Tell it to us straight.
You are being told straight. There's a wind. It assails you with blasts of sand and heat.
Ooh.
All right?
We're in California.
You wake up at like kind of
Seven.
heat in sand, like in a desert. So yeah, similar to something like
So it's like a 6.6.
what's
Carry
a
on.
6.6? Okay.
I'm responding to chat.
Basically, it's getting dark, but the heat of the day is just blasting off the surface of the desert that you're in. Okay. It's an unfamiliar one, obviously. Stars are twinkling above in unrecognizable patterns, and in the distance you can hear the roar of thunder and an electrical storm.
Okay, so so that confirms it. I just wrote on here desert, not Tatooine. Okay.
Not Tatooine.
Could be Dune.
Could be. Ooh.
I can hope. I can hope.
Note to self here, Dune. I love Dune.
So do I. I have
What percent is that beer? Oh, this is gonna escalate.
I'm pretty tight with the Padishah Emperor.
Greg, put the photo. Can you lay your hands on that photoshopped image that you sent me?
Oh geez, not at the moment, but I will find it and put it up on Patreon.
What is the weird clicky sound?
That's Luke's pen.
Oh, okay. Around you, you guys kind of start to sit up a bit. There's blackened bones and recently dead that are in metal armor. There's swords and shields strewn about. There's a battle here, and judging by your own wounds, you guys lost.
Great.
Right. There are some terrible scorch marks in the sand. Some of it is left with like little glassy epicenters. Scattered around some of those are some more of the combatants. Okay, some were either burned like to the bone entirely. Some look like maybe they started off as skeletal shock troops or something. They're scattered in armor that seems to have fared better than the flesh that once must have sheathed their frames. I'm acting, guys. Did you get that?
Killing it.
It's awesome, man.
You notice that you both bear grievous wounds yourselves that would have slain lesser men, yet here you stand or sit in the sand. There's enough fabric from torn robes around here and stuff that you could make some bandages to prevent infection from the burns and gashes left on your body that you know about, because you guys are modern people and understand that you can die from shit like that.
We have some first aid skills amongst
throwing
us.
leeches on. Yeah. Whatever you fought must have also gotten the better of you both, and it's hard to tell who were your companions in this mess of bodies, but some of them have the look of old skeletal remains, like I said, and others are, well, they're on their way to becoming that. As your eyes continue to adjust, you notice partially buried ruins scattered about the landscape. Okay, like here and there's like an arch that's mostly crumbled against erosion. It lies poking up through the sand, its detail forever hidden by the stinging sands. All right, so what are you guys gonna do? You just stand up and
yeah, I wanna take a
hey,
little.
what do we gotta kill?
I need to.
Fuck off.
Oh. It's a fist and dentalist there.
Fist and analist.
Fist and analist. Yeah, I want to take a sort of a quick, you know, spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch and see what I've got on me.
I'm so
the
sorry.
obvious stuff. No, you're not.
Are you sorry? I don't think you are.
In a way, yeah.
You know what the worst part is? Sitting on my desk is this item that I received from my physiotherapist.
This is exactly like playing D&D when I was 10.
Because, well, there we go. Then we're winning. And I can't stop laughing when I look at it, especially now that you brought
Did you get a
the...
Hitachi magic wand?
No,
Oh.
I got this.
Oh. And you haven't put nipples on them yet? Or hairs?
Nipples? What are you talking about, good sir?
Or hairs?
No,
Hey,
this
Chris,
this
can you
is to
pass me a
roll
pen
along
back?
my back.
Right.
Lower back.
That's a screwdriver. Anyway, this is degenerating.
I take this sword and plunge it into my own neck.
All right, he disappears.
I stabbed Luke in the leg for 7. Thanks for making sure that landed on the screen, chat.
Oh, that was a good drink. I need another sip.
Aren't you supposed to be a moderator?
I hate myself.
I call over to the shimmery motherfucker on the ground next to me and say, "Oi, Shell, get it together."
Anybody thirsty?
I think we just need to start over and delete.
Cheers,
hello.
Diadems. Hey, Ars Fancy, Greg, and that one guy. Cheers. For this evening, he will simply be referred to as Phallus McGee.
Oh my god. What else we got around here?
You can't do that, Luke. You already tore it off and crumpled it up. Don't uncrinkle it. Just... I have checked my person for any protruding organs.
Okay, I'm going to class this up a little bit.
I have checked myself for protruding organs, and I have used straggles of cloth from around the ground to patch up any seeping wounds that may need compression.
All right. Yeah, they're pretty big gashes, and surprisingly, you're not bleeding more than you should be.
I haven't had a drink in at least 3 days. Let me fix that.
All right. So you're bandaging, and Shell is actually kind of...
He's over dreaming about
He was
dicks.
a little loopy for a moment.
Oh, dude, I'll take a fucking sanity point. Yeah, I'll lose a sanity point.
All right.
The Perrier was poetry.
It was. I cannot tell a lie.
Oh,
So is there anything that I sort of glean from the scene around Chris with my
what? Sorry?
with my military background? Is there anything I can glean from the scene around us? You said there were big sort of scorchy holes on the ground full of glass. Were these? Is it clear to me that this was from an aerial bombardment of some kind, or was this all ground?
Could be, yeah. Make a perception, and you make a science check there, science guy.
Now, is this just a straight up old school D&D perception?
Yeah, just use the perception you have on the character sheet there.
Okay. What is perception?
Actually, no. It should be on there and under your.
Oh, there
skills.
it is. I got it. Okay. All right.
You can use your Delta Green one though if it's better.
Well, I'm looking at like my understanding of military science is reasonably good.
Okay, then you don't even need to roll.
Yeah, I'm a 61 in military science, but
this is martial combat generally, but sorry,
I rolled an 89, and funny enough, I succeeded.
On your science?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, the little glassy bits and stuff sometimes happen when lightning strikes a beach.
Cool.
Okay.
I've seen that.
Because it's not like a
no,
a
dude.
depression
I've seen Sweet Home Alabama. You don't need to explain it to me.
What the hell is that?
I don't know, but he's being
Is that a
particularly
movie?
snide tonight.
Is that a Kid Rock video or something?
No, it's what's her name?
Miley Cyrus, clearly.
No. But you're close.
Billie Jean King?
No.
That don't impress me much.
No.
Who's that? Oh, that's
Shania
Shania.
Twang.
All right. So, yeah, it could have been lightning because
Okay.
not necessarily like You're in a land of wizards and swords.
Well, I kind of recognize
Oh, that's cool.
the environment from the previous times we've bounced in and out of these kinds of worlds, and they had flying evil things that threw fire and stuff. So
yeah,
just
oh yeah,
trying
no,
to
well,
get an
plus
idea.
like, who knows? Like,
And
there's
What time of
all
day
these
is it?
different.
clearly, I'm
fantasy
built
creatures
for
right
built for something significant because,
Oh yeah, that's right. Diadems is from Alaska.
yeah.
What times is it? What times is it? What, like, in the game? What time of day is it?
Late day.
It's twilight.
Okay.
Evening, late evening.
Okay, so let's look at the stars real quick before the sun comes up.
They
Okay,
twinkle
they're
in an
unrecognizable.
irregular pattern that we're not recognizing.
You don't,
Did you not listen to
and-
him?
and it's not just a southern hemisphere thing. These match no constellations or patterns you see.
Okay.
Are there any holes in the stars?
Nope, you're not back in Dragonlance, unfortunately.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't
All
just in Dragonlance; it was also in as well.
All right, Mr. Smart Guy.
Just doing what you taught me to do, buddy.
No, that's okay. So you're wandering around and you see there's some footprints, a sole set of footprints leading away from this mess.
I stop and take a poop.
Is there any obvious direction or civilization or settlement nearby, or are we literally in the middle of nowhere?
Far ahead, there's that kind of storm. It's like a smaller storm. Seems to be very, very localized. And you swear through some of the lightning flashes, you see light reflecting off some surfaces.
Okay, then that's where we're heading.
It looks like a massive structure up ahead.
That's where we're heading.
The boots continue off just a little ways off from the fracas or whatever you want, the mess here, and they meet up. They meet up with some massive footprints that have like clawed toes or something, and then something looks like it turned the big clawed thing, and then started running off toward that storm.
Okay, so we're heading towards that storm.
So what was your perception this time?
Hold on, perception.
Or your yeah.
My military, whatever. Well, military. We kind of.
Yeah, give me your perception. Both of you guys can do it.
It's not good. It's 11. I'm still rattled.
22.
Still rattled
22?
from the shift.
Okay, he's following all the prints, and he's kind of flummoxed because the prints disappear abruptly. If you're kind of wandering around a little behind him, and you notice it looks like there's some kind of, might have been like a tail dragging behind. A little further off to either side, it looks like there's some kind of depression, maybe something with wings, maybe something took flight here.
Right. I'm thinking we have a giant flying crocodile somewhere around here.
Yeah, you speak giant flying crocodile. Do you hear anything?
Well, I haven't sort of been given any indication that there's something to here, but I could. Well, I don't know if I speak it or not.
You do. Look at your character sheet.
No, I have looked at my. I know I speak Draconic. Player knowledge is not character knowledge. I don't know if I speak it or not.
I have no problem cheating. Listen harder.
I'm uncomfortable with the idea of starting to shout based on what's gone on here. If we were on the losing side, it could be problematic.
So up ahead, you see more lightning flashing and a couple structures up ahead. One of them looks kind of like a large pyramid. As the clouds and must be sand as well swirling around this thing every now and then reveal what's beyond there.
Team
it's hard to tell though.
Team alcohol mobs over to the pyramid.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on.
Well, I mean, that's exactly what we're doing.
When the players press onward, they will notice that I'm writing all this stuff. Every now and then, like I say, you see these surfaces, and it looks like a pyramid at the center, okay? With multiple triangle shapes and stuff inside it. It looks very similar to the Codex, oddly enough. Impossible angles forming its four
Could it
sides.
be described in any way as a scheme? Like, do we need to buy anything to get to the bottom level?
Lord Amway of Herbalifeville appeared. He tries to sign you up under. Anyway.
I'll have a new line. Just have to find. I have to go support my upline.
Oh my god, you know too much about that stuff.
Okay, so
you press on, and like I said, the sand's being kicked up. There's some winds and that sort of stuff.
So there's some
And
storm. Is there any kind of cover anywhere, or is it sort of loose desert scrub?
It's mostly shifting sands and stuff, and it's blasting.
So we're basically in Shittyville.
Yeah, you're in Shittyville, but you do come upon something that kind of spreads out and opens in front of you. There's a massive rift, okay, forming a canyon that looks like, basically it just looks like the earth kind of settled apart like this, right? Just slid apart from each other, okay? So you have this nice little sand and rocky slide you can go down into the bottom of it, but then the rest of it is just on the other side of these angled cliffs. And in between there, some of them are these, let me just give you a map.
So it's kind of as if the other side has been lifted up and broken away.
Yeah, so you have
gap.
one side that isn't too hard to get down, and the other side is kind of jagged, and there's these massive spires and kind of hoodoos, sort of.
Nobody that doesn't live in Alberta knows what a hoodoo is.
What? No, you don't know what a hoodoo is?
No.
It's a bench of hard stone atop a sandstone pillar that's been worn away and weathered, so it kind of looks like a mushroom. But it's rock. And that's what you hear when you see one.
All right, now there is the map. Okay, if you look to the right, you will find you guys kind of atop the. Okay, let me put it this way. It's like a very rough escarpment with
right.
With some kind of pillars of rock, like you said, and sandstone and stuff.
So it's very like second edition Dark Sun.
It kind of looks like Moab. Looks like Moab, Utah.
With a bit of Moab. Minus all the douchey photographers.
Aren't the three of us douchey photographers?
Yes.
Yeah, but are we gonna like punch people so we can get a picture of the arch when the sun comes up in the morning? In Moab?
No, I'd get a picture of all the douchey photographers at Moab. You can't even go there in the morning anymore. Don't know if you knew that.
Really?
Yeah, it's locked out. You can't get in there until 8 a.m.
How come?
Because there will be no more sunrise photographs of Moab. The damage that's being done there by people clambering all over the arches is trashing them.
Crazy. All it takes is a couple Canadians to just go over the fence and ruin the area.
Yeah, no kidding, eh? Okay, am I to understand that we don't have any specific... we don't have any fancy-ass teleportation capabilities, so we're gonna need to find our way across.
Yeah, this rift goes as far as the eyes
we
can
can see.
Okay. And you can try to travel around it if you like and look for somewhere easier. But moseying along the edge here, looking for a good place to scramble down, you see what looks like some kind of village there. Okay. But you
we
don't
will
see any
find a way to
signs of life
scramble
or
down.
anything.
If there is any obvious route, I want to just scramble down. Whether that's on that little tongue back there, or whether that's... I don't really want to jump down, but I assume the way down isn't so bad.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was saying, it's a little more gentle on that one slope,
Yeah.
but then the other side, because of the...
Well, if
like,
there's
it's
any sign
pull
of
apart.
civilization down here, there must be a way back out. So let's head there.
Reese Witherspoon. Sweet Home, Alabama. Reese Witherspoon. Carry on.
Mystery solved. No,
Sort
you
of.
can't have a sanity point. Okay.
No.
All right. So it's quite a vast expanse here, but you're kind of saved from some of the wind here. Like up on the edges that you came, you can see the sand being blown up down there. Some of it settles down in here in little mini dunes and stuff. But yeah,
Is there any sign of activity there?
No, and it appears that they've kind of built up into some of the hoodoos, some more buildings and little bridges and ladders and stuff like that. So
Cool. So we go there?
We press forward. A little bit of shelter and some food might be a good thing if we need it. I don't know.
okay.
I mean,
You guys-
we just regained consciousness after a battle of some kind. So
Yeah, in here it looks like it was very recently abandoned. Like there's still cook fires going in some places here. Okay.
It's like a raid.
or they left when whatever that fight was all about started.
All right.
Is there?
All right, so we'll look around to see if there's anything to see or glean from that.
Do your perception things.
Cock die.
23.
18 plus 5, whatever that is.
23.
74. So nothing much in these huts. There's just some basic foods. It's like almost the ascetic lifestyle here. There's very minimal everything in here. There's like little mats made out of reed and stuff like that in each of these little huts and that sort of thing, and little bits of food stuffs and things like that. Nothing much.
I'm gonna stuff some of those
north,
food stuffs in my pockets.
Map north on this. There's a well-worn pathway that leads to some stairs hewn into the side of these spires.
We're going
up. All right. So, are you following yourself on the map here?
Yep.
I'm just going to sync the client view. So this is a collection of different looking huts, okay? Some of them are longer and that sort of stuff. And again, there's like a little smoke fire here that's burning. Just wisps left of whatever.
Let's go kick in the door of one of them.
All right. You put your gun to his head and you say, "Where's the dragon?" So anyway, inside there seem to be some scrolls and some weavings and kind of paintings and stuff like on some of the walls.
Does any of it have
what
obvious
are the
meaning
weavings?
or
or even unobvious meaning? We're not really in a hurry to do anything.
You're seeing pictures of that temple with some huge horned beast rearing up over top it, things like that, and all sorts of horrible stuff, and then, but if you continue along, like it's like a long tapestry almost in some respects. You can follow along and you see all this peacefulness and this sort of stuff, and there's always these kind of monk-like figures looking over things. It's sort of difficult to kind of understand, but maybe it's a crazy cult to some horrible beast, or maybe not.
Or just acolytes of some unknown nature.
Yes. Okay. It just, somewhere along this peaceful thing, all of a sudden there's this horrific scene of this massive beast just appearing, and
Would it
Flame,
be
terrible
winged
thing.
and dragon-like beast or some
No.
other kind of beast?
Emrakul.
No, let me see. I think I have a picture of it.
Yeah, Chris, search the Emrakul.
Emrakul?
Yeah.
Emrakul? How do you spell? Oh, that's a magic card.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever that is,
That
we
is
need one of
bitchin',
those.
whatever it is.
Yeah, we need one of those. That's
Eon's
awesome.
Torn.
It's a big, giant, tentacly thing.
Yeah.
No, I had a picture.
No, it's
here.
nothing
Where'd
like
it
that.
go? No,
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like that, no.
not even close. Okay, let me do some file moving wizardry quickly. Paste.
I love it. He just filled his glass. Mm. Mm. Mm.
So that's the thing.
I like it.
It's not quite as detailed. I mean,
I like it.
and the temple is roughly like a little bit smaller than it
Okay.
in the pictures.
All
But
right. Is there a picture of a Volkswagen for scale? Or a banana?
no, but if you look hard enough,
Okay.
there's a banana.
Okay, cool. In his teeth there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
For honest scale, a 6 foot tall person is about the size of his finger.
Okay. All right. Is there... Yeah, I mean, is there any sign of anybody in these dwellings at all? Or do we just... Because I'm quite game to keep kicking down doors until I find somebody.
No, you spend like 20 minutes just having looked through and you
there's
don't
nobody
see
there.
anybody. No.
Is there anything that appears to have any value there? Weapons or
There it
other
is.
than scrolls?
Like I said, it's almost as if a bunch of monks live here. It's that
So it's sparse.
Spartan. So you got to show Luke the picture. Here, let me bring it up again.
Oh, sorry. It's up.
I was thirsty. Thragtusk.
Gargamel. Monkey nipple.
No, that's his name, Thragtusk.
How'd you know? No, I'm kidding. Moving along, you see more stairs, more little... Most of it, some of it isn't even stairs. Some of it's just like rope, with some pegs smashed in.
Something to help guide you up on your
some
steps.
well-worn areas and stuff like that. You can make it up to here,
Mm-hmm.
and you see an MS Paint bridge.
Now we're talking.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the other side of the rift.
Now we're talking.
Okay? And from there, like map northwest is the way back to the temple.
It looks, I mean, I'm just saying, but to me that looks a lot like train tracks.
Well, there are many ways to get across this bridge. Running, screaming, running and screaming.
I would like to cross this
gonna-
bridge.
I'm gonna walk gingerly across the bridge before Greg gets in his train.
I'm going to walk across this bridge with a pair of balls so big that I need a Sherpa to carry them.
All right.
I mean, I want to stride.
a wide bridge.
I want to stride across this motherfucker.
There are massive hemp ropes and things like that made for this because it's quite long. It dips quite a bit. And you guys are probably about I don't know, 75 feet or more above the ground
So
on that bridge.
That's kind of like the bridge over the River Cock. If you're into
that was
Top
a
Gear,
great
it was a
episode.
phenomenal episode.
But there's nowhere to go. It's basically straight forward or back. And once you're on it, these balls start rolling down at you.
Well, as I've been told for the last 3 years on this show, apparently I have no fear of balls. So
It sways in the wind, but other than that, it looks pretty darn sturdy. What can I say? It's up to you.
you haven't
Across the bridge.
updated my icon. I am striding across that thing like a motherfucker.
Stride away. Striding.
Waiting for the air horn.
Okay. Make a wisdom save throw, both of you.
Ooh. That would be a 15.
That's a 2, but I get to re-roll a saving throw if it fails.
Yeah, I think you do too.
I get 3 a day.
Should
I use that right now?
You want to fall off this bridge?
I don't think falling off is what we're worried about right now.
Yeah. You use it, stupid.
17. Oh, plus whatever. 18.
Yeah, 15 plus whatever.
Okay. When you were the tender, you didn't really feel this too much against those draconians, okay? But it still unnerved McMurtry a bit. But when you were Flint and you saw those draconians, they had a bit of a fear kind of effect on you that seemed to be more than the typical sanity kind of thing. You're feeling the beginnings of that at a magnitude that dwarfs what you felt when you saw those draconians, okay? And up in the sky to the north, not north of the bridge there, swoops in something crazy and terrible. Dun 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 dun.
Does it have a head?
Oh yeah, it's got a really big one. Okay. Swoops over top of you guys. It looks like this. If I can find it.
Nice.
All right, it's glowing from within its skeletal rib cage, and somehow it's flying on wings that have shredded tatters of leathery skin still attached here and there.
That's fucking cool.
Okay. So you need to roll initiative.
Lieben.
Okay, so
Less than 11.
make dexterity saves.
Hold on. Warlord can reroll a saving throw. All right.
So what did you get for initiative, guys?
11.
2.
Did you add your dex bonus to those?
5.
Oh, no. 14.
Okay. So that welling up of fear, you look and you see this thing swoop down just above you as some of that blue light coalesces up its body and out its mouth into a massive lightning headed your way. So what were your saves, guys?
14.
No, that was your initiative. You haven't rolled a save.
No, I
yet.
rolled my dex immediately after.
Did you add your dex to it and
Yes.
stuff?
21.
Okay. You take 72 damage, Greg.
Fuck.
And and you take 36, Luke.
71, did you say?
72.
72.
Okay, lightning slams into the bridge, tears apart some of the planks and some of the rope. The main support ropes, those 4 big ones, and the one in the middle under the planks are still holding.
Jesus, I need a calculator to know what I'm at.
All right. Don't forget your armor and cool things you have there.
Well, it didn't. I don't think it helped, did it? Oh shit! Saving throws. Oh, I did that wrong. I
Redo a save.
I added dex, and I added my dex modifier, but not my saving throw dex modifier.
Did you get 20?
No.
Do you want to re-roll?
Does it make a difference if I didn't get it anyway?
If you didn't get, if you re-roll and get it, you take 36, not 72.
I'll re-roll. I'm down with that. Thank you for the option, sir.
You really need to pay attention to your skills.
I'm totally good with 72.
All right. It swoops up, big massive arc. All right. What are you guys doing?
Running the rest of the way across the bridge.
Okay, so when we look at the bridge here,
we need to continue our way across the bridge, but I want to have one eye on that thing.
I will have no eyes on it, and we'll be
almost
running
clear this bridge with double move. If you double move, both of you, you'll be right here.
Okay, perfect. I'm doing that.
Okay, is that what you wanted to do too, Luke? Or Greg, sorry?
Yes. I'm just trying to see what kind of range I have to work with. That thing's got to be right in my face if I'm going to be able to do anything to it.
It can't quite just turn on a dime and come back at you. It's doing a nice sweeping arc, right? It just had a massive blast at you. So,
and our reflexes aren't quite up to snuff yet.
No. Actually, you can do this for me. Get a D4 or a D6 or whatever and put it on 4. And I need you to count that down and let me know when it gets to 0.
All right.
Okay, and then where are we? Come here, map. Okay.
I wish this beer didn't taste so good.
That's a problem you're not used to.
Your next round, it is about here, and it looks like it's going to kind of swoop in at you guys again. Okay,
kill the picture of the dragon yet. Where is it?
So it's up over the land just at the end of the bridge. Okay. So is it
swooping?
It's flying?
Swooped around back toward you guys, and it's coming down low. Okay.
I just want to shout at it in Draconic.
All right, what do you want to say?
I just want to say stop and hold my hand out to it. If it's swooping at us, we got nowhere to hide. I want to see if I can start a dialogue with it of some kind. Or if it's just ready to eat me.
Okay, and what are you doing, Greg?
I'm Luke.
Luke, sorry. Fuck. It's funny because I look at you, you're like above and below, but I've got the two windows. Anyway, never mind. Sorry, Luke, what are you doing?
I'm just going to hold priority. See how that worked out.
Okay, in 5e, you have to have a pretty specific thing that needs to happen for you to trigger your hold.
Okay, I'm going to hold priority, and if what Greg's doing doesn't fail, I'm going to pull the sword out and prepare to attack.
If it doesn't fail, you're going to attack it?
No.
Okay, it rears up and it may be coincidence or maybe this actually happened, but it rears up and just kind of hovers above you and then buffets you with the wings. Okay, so you need to make another save. Make a DC 21 dexterity save throw.
I don't know what all those words mean, but you said 21 and I rolled a 14 and my modifier is a 7, so I got 21.
All right.
I got 20. No. Yes, 20.
You rolled
Okay,
13?
Yeah.
You take 13 damage, Greg, and you're knocked on your ass. You're barely holding onto the bridge and not being knocked off it. And Luke, you take 6 damage, and you kind of take a knee. Okay?
Okay. Now I'm going to come up with that sword and try and hit him.
Okay. You might get a shot at its tail because it's above you and it's whipping the tail around down there. So tail's better than nothing.
Do we know for sure that the thing that Greg just tried didn't work?
Yeah, because
It didn't try to lightning bolt us to death.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. It actually. So are you gonna do your attack right now?
No.
Okay, you're gonna wait a sec. It does say something. It says in that draconic speech that you can strangely understand, but however you, Luke, it just comes out as this
Screeching.
hissing, and sure, some screeching and clicks.
I've seen Harry
Whistles.
Potter. I know what dragons sound like.
It's like anyway.
Little unicorn farts.
Basically says you'll wish you'd perished earlier. Fools for daring to follow his lordship. All right, so we are back to...
Greg, would you at that point express to me not good? Because I'm holding priority for an attack.
What if I tell this lich demon dragon beastie skeletor dude that we simply wish to bend a knee before our Lord?
Make a bluff type roll, persuade roll.
Make.
Yeah, I heard that word. I heard that word too. That's a persuasion, yeah.
Hmm.
24.
This beats my 22.
Tell me when you want to turn
Let
this
it happen,
counter.
Chris. Let it happen. Let's see what happens here.
It lands before you at the edge of this. It can't land on the bridge. It lands right there. And it seems curious, much like I just did. I gave it advantage against your roll because you have a Dragon Slayer sword. And it's currently starting to glow blue on some runes along the hill. It understands what that is. It's seen you fight with it before. It knows who you guys are. Has all sorts of excuses to have advantage. So its advantage knocked away the one that I rolled with its chance to... But the roll that it got to beat the one was a 6.
So basically you're saying I just confused it.
You confused it a little bit, and it's landed, and it says, "A wise choice, fools. Perhaps you learned your lesson earlier."
Perhaps one
discard your weapon.
Perhaps one has to see true power to understand its glory.
We'll see if his lordship accepts your I can't think of the word because I have a
Fealty?
stupid concussion. Yes. Thank you.
So I just turn to Shell and be like,
You've bought time to get off your ass, not have to spend like you when you're prone, you need to spend actions to get up and stuff like that. So you're both standing up, you're both still armed. It's waiting for you to show a little more fealty. And
sheath the sword. So I'm gonna put my sword into a whatever scabbard or whatever I've got.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
I'm gonna show it that I'm serious, and then I'm just gonna take a knee and bow my head to it.
No, not it. Don't do it to it.
No. I'm just
No,
gonna.
God, no.
Hey, I gotta let it. It's doing its thing, man. I gotta show it that I'm willing to accept that he's acting as an emissary for this parent fuckwit that we need to deal with.
He knows us by reputation and has seen us fight.
Yeah, and so he knows that if I'm standing up, I'm a threat. That's how I'm seeing it, man. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. I know what I hear you. I hear you.
Dude, just
enough banter.
I say take us to your Lord. Take us to our Lord.
That's the right word. But he didn't do that when he said it. He just said the hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
He says, "Make your way to the temple when my lordship has concluded his business. Perhaps he'll have time to hear your pleas." And fuck you guys. You just got rid of my Dracolich. And it rears up on its haunches, catches some of the wind somehow in its like bony wings, and sails off toward the temple.
Hank, I'm gonna buy you a beer when we get home. Yeah.
I now empty my leather breeches. And thus the tracks endeth.
Greg, I look and I'm like, Hank, when we get home, I'm buying you all the beer.
I just nod.
Yeah.
Move the counter down like 3 more.
It ain't over yet, buddy.
It doesn't matter. You can kill the counter now.
Was that like until it swooped back again or something?
That was its breath weapon recharge.
Yeah.
It had plenty of horrible things it could have done.
I'm sure it could have. It already did
but it's
me.
our friend.
It already did me 85 points of damage.
Why would he do us damage? We're on the same side. Same side, bro.
That's what I was going for.
Yep, same side.
I don't know. See, that's just it. Like, I don't know what side I'm on right now. All I know is that the only way to survive is to make him think we're on his side.
Yeah.
So, as a DM there, I'm just like,
I'll allow it.
He's fairly smart. He could have, but I gave him advantage, and he still could only manage a 6 total. Or 6 with his bonuses, not quite. But it's like,
sorry, I got the vapors.
Are you mad that Greg
that was
killed
tonight's
the Lich
session.
Dragon? Yeah, he's mad.
That was tonight's session. Unless I can convince it to come back and fight you.
Did you have another 40 minutes worth of ass kicking to do with that guy?
This guy was going to be 40 minutes of ass kicking because eventually you were going to enrage it by just existing as a dragon slayer, and then you were going to battle.
Does that particular dragon lich appear anywhere in Buzzet's campaign?
No.
Oh, well, maybe it does now.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't killed.
I noticed Buzzet's not here. Like
I texted him.
Made this big point to trying to fuck us up, and now he's not here, and I fucked up his campaign by putting a giant dragon lich in it. Maybe.
Strongly pro.
I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay, we're gonna discuss now, Luke. Okay, now that I
holy fuck, dude, he's pissed.
okay, so now that I saved our bacon for at least another few turns,
Yeah.
the fuck are we gonna do?
Dude, we get in the castle, we bend the knee. We just go with it. I don't care if we make these guys traitors. We have something that we've got to do.
But we don't know what it is.
Yeah, but I don't care if they're just random
I'm totally
dude.
down.
Yeah, I don't care.
It doesn't say chaotic good anywhere on that character sheet that I saw.
Mine says lawful good.
Really?
Yeah, mine's lawful good, which means the guy in power. Like
mine is neutral good.
Perfect.
Oh wow! I just played the shit out of that character. I saw what works best for me, which is clearly what's good. I'm also just thinking it gives us a chance to figure out who the fuck and what the fuck.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's kind of like you don't get to take a stab at the Rancor Beast unless you're either A, a fan, or B, lunch.
Yeah.
So
fancy. Totally. Okay. You guys are, yeah, you're high-fiving basically. You're like, I'm buying you all of the beer.
yeah.
No, dude. It's like somber, humble, under my breath.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scraping out the leather britches.
I would never consider bragging of killing my favorite DM's pet.
No, that's okay. You're not losing love. You don't have any because you're NPC. Anyway, so you're taking stock of the situation. I wouldn't fuck with the Shadow King. Just saying. You're taking stock of the situation. The Shadow King has doom points still left over from Conan.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you didn't. You didn't
I
get
damn
a,
well
no,
do.
you did not. You did not get a doom point back. You used your
I gave myself 500 just right now.
Okay, can I have?
I'm spending them all on you right now.
All right. Well, I'm going to use my fortune points. Of which
Well,
I
the
still
first
have
200 of my
70.
doom points
And my
delete
momentum.
fortune points from the game. Thank you, Fancy. And you're taking stock of this situation. You're both like,
Luke, stop flashing.
that worked. Holy cow, amazing. And then you're taking stock of your wounds. And you notice you're not bleeding very much from like these chunks of you that are missing from a lightning bolt and the
I'm
burn.
already dead, man. I get it. I keep looking at Luke and want to eat his brain.
Okay, it's not that bad.
Oh, okay. Clearly we're suffering some kind of necrotic damage, though.
Lightning does cauterize wounds, though.
It does.
So let's mob up to the temple, bend a knee, and carry on.
Sir Dragon Slayer is missing a large chunk of his abdomen, though. He should be probably dead.
Define a large chunk.
Well,
testicles to navel.
You've seen these kind of wounds before, and he's got like burnt guts exposed in some part.
I'm imbued with the
That's
blessing.
gonna leave a mark.
With the blessing of Bahamut. That's why.
You guys just don't give a shit about these rentals at all, do you? No, I'm kidding.
Apparently, my prayers to Melora have saved me thus far.
Don't forget to cut the balls, Chris.
No. If you want to see that again, you're gonna have to clip it.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Please don't.
And then share it on social medias.
Oh, dude, if you clip it, I'll put it on
You'll Twitter it.
Instagram. Yeah.
If you clip it, they will watch.
We will tag you.
All right, you guys wander on, and it's going to take 40 minutes to get there. And we're going to have to shut her down. No, I'm kidding.
So is Dragon Lich like not around now? Do we see him anywhere? Is he just
He
fucked
flew
off?
off toward the storm.
Is the storm over the pyramid thing?
Yep.
Shit. Okay.
And the storm is mapped northwest,
So he's perched somewhere up there.
potentially.
Is there
Yeah,
anything we can do to rest, first aid, anything, or are we like just we're on a bullet train to hell?
Well, the storm has intensified, kind of hinting that they're against the
Yeah,
clock.
shit's gotta happen. Let's move our asses to
Yeah.
the Amway Dome.
It'll be like a couple-hour trek across this, which would have been really nice to fly across. Were you his lordship? And somebody mentioned Dune, so fuck it. The ground tremors.
Shai Hulud.
And one of these erupts.
Hank has called a big one. It is
Does it
the
have a head?
prophecy.
Since this is the epic, all the cool things you wanted to see in D&D but never get to because your DM's an asshole edition,
Boom, boom.
I've never played a purple worm, so I'm modifying one to become a sandworm for Dune. And you guys are stomping along the ground, and it didn't like that.
I use my dragon sword, shove it between the plates of its back like a Kiss We Maker hook, and ride it up.
And it turns just so you can roll up with it.
Da, 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 da. And that's when
Does it have a head?
the heavy duty,
Greg.
Yeah.
Does it have a head, Chris?
well, clearly it
Yeah,
has
but
a
it's
head.
too large for you to chop off the head. So if you roll a 20, roll those extra dice instead.
Okay, my extra dice are.
Are ridiculous.
I don't even know what my attack is.
Are you going to prevent me from riding it?
Yeah.
Fuck. I had my fancy
I don't-
red and
dude,
white
I don't
stripy
even know
rope
what my
ready.
attack is.
Look down on your actions.
Plus 12.
First off, you got multi-attack, which means you make 2 attacks. Sure.
So you get plus 12 to hit, 5-foot reach, 1 target, 1d8 plus 8. When you roll a 20, you cut off the head of your opponent and the creature dies. If it cannot survive without a head, well, okay, that's questionable. A creature without a head deals 6d8 slash damage.
68.
6d8 slash damage.
13 damage.
That you got 13 on 6d8?
On 68?
Yeah, hang on a sec here.
Hold on, did you hit it?
What is your? I need your initiative first, guys.
Oh, sorry.
Let me just delete the blue Dracolich from the in order here.
Oh, for
no,
fuck's sakes.
no.
I rolled a 2.
I rolled an 11.
Does that-
I still get to keep that crit.
Oh, wait,
though,
no,
right?
but I
Add your dex.
But I've got to add my dex, so I got a 9. No, for
14.
it's
13?
it's dex. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Dex. Okay, so dex.
Okay, well, first off,
Sorry, it's a 5. It's a 5.
I don't want you to lose your crit, so.
Hey, solid.
What do we got here? Oh, that's a lot of hit.
Yeah, dude, this thing is gonna be like a bitch to take down. It's gonna be gnarly.
Okay, so it bursts up. So you feel the tremor, so you're not surprised. It's just a matter of where whatever the hell is coming out of the ground is.
I can't
Okay.
I can't tell you how stoked I was to not be involved in a 40-minute battle. Anyways.
Oh, it could fly away and harass you. It was so mean. Anyway,
Solid pain.
Excuse me.
Solid Pain Montreal? Is that MTL? Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, do you know this fellow personally?
Yep.
Well, hello there.
Hold on.
Okay.
I gotta give somebody shit.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So I can assume Solid Pain is a Bruins fan then. No?
No.
Why are you giving somebody shit? What do you mean?
Why did you
'cause
just put
they're
net?
not here?
Why did you just put net 30 in the chat? Stop flickering.
I
Because
can't.
he's gone to another window to do things.
I know.
He's like reading Reddit and getting mad at people or something while he's playing. Okay, so you're waiting for whatever the hell it is to appear,
Yep.
and it bursts through the ground, and it is not quite the size of a dune thing. What are the Shia or whatever?
Shai-Hulud.
But it's still quite large. And dragging behind it is hey Luke.
We cut off its little orange balls.
Rocknod. Okay.
Okay. Well, okay. I got to swing at this thing, obviously. But
So
it's not my
Luke,
turn.
you can keep your thing, but first it's going to Luke is off. And
Would it roll?
why am I rolling 2 dice every time? Now? What the hell is going on here?
Is it appearing on on the ground at the end of that bridge?
No, you guys had wandered into the desert a little.
Okay.
We're not using that map anymore.
Okie doke.
My AC is 22.
Okay, so Luke, it bursts out of the ground, takes a big snap at you, and coils around. And at the end of its tail has actually quite a large stinger. Okay.
Now, would my Vorpal sword also cut off somebody's ass?
No. You
Or-
can live without your ass.
Or its little orange balls?
I know.
Fast-
I want it to cut off its ass because that's where the stinger is.
Unfortunately,
It would
you
clearly
can't
be a
cut off
smaller
its ass.
diameter.
You can't cut off its ass. You can cut a large chunk out of it,
Okay.
okay? Because it misses you. You've dodged, stepped aside as it's burst out like that, okay?
So what is my damage? Like, what do I roll for damage?
Let me see your guy. Monsieur Warlord. So your Vorpal sword is plus 12 to hit, okay?
Yeah.
So you roll your d20 at 12. Your hit is 1d8 plus 8 normally,
Yeah.
okay? When you roll a 20, you get to add an additional 6d8 to this thing.
Okay.
If you roll a 20 on something with a head, then you just remove the head,
Okay.
okay? You get 2 attacks around, though.
Okay. Hold on. So let me roll this damage. So 78. Greg, add this.
Well, hold
Don't
on.
forget your command ally and your rally if you need it.
Yeah. Are you adding, Greg?
Hold on. Getting there. All right, go. Is it, well, hold on.
8.
Is it, sorry, hold on. You got, yeah, so 7d8 plus 8. Okay. All right.
8.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
8. 4. 4. 2. How many do I have left?
That's 7.
5. That number plus 8.
That's 8d8 plus 5? Or sorry, 8,
No,
8d8
plus
plus
8.
You're
8?
supposed to get 78.
It's 78 plus 5.
7d8 plus 8.
Yeah.
And then you get an additional d8 because of your crit.
Okay, so that number that you've got, Greg,
Plus 8.
plus 8.
54.
Okay, that's my first attack.
All right.
Jesus.
Does 29 hit?
Yes.
Greg, add this up.
This is only like 3 numbers, Luke. I think you can handle it.
Nope. 5,
Yeah.
2, 6, 6.
Oh, hang on. What are you doing?
Whoa. No, you only get 1.
That wasn't a crit.
Oh, okay.
You just do 1d8 plus 8 for non-crits.
Okay.
That's why I said you only have to
So-
add 2 numbers. It shouldn't be hard.
Okay. 15.
So you rolled a 7?
Yep. Bloop.
All right.
Now, are you...
That was significant. The thing squeals with this really horrible, deep-sounding rumble that becomes this high-pitched whine out of its mouth as it thrashes about.
Did
Okay?
you just
gotta
by any
dodge.
chance tell me to attack it?
Yeah, I absolutely commanded you to attack it.
Okay, at the end of somebody's turn, you can do that.
Yeah.
So
That would be the end of my turn.
the end of his turn, though. It has to be the end of... The warlord can take one legendary action, choosing from the options below. Only one legendary option can be used at a time, and only at the end of another creature's turn. He counts as a creature. At the end of his
Okay.
turn, you can go, do it again, jackass, something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or something inspirational.
At
Yeah.
the end of the...
Of another person's turn or creature's turn.
Oh, I
So.
see.
Okay.
You could even do it at the end of the worm's turn, if you want.
Cool.
Gotcha.
Okay?
So I will have done that. Greg, you will get advantage on your attack roll.
Okay, so is this my attack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now?
So at the end of your turn, he's going to do that. So you may as well roll 3 attacks.
Okay.
Okay? So you're plus 12 as well. So just
Yeah.
add 12 to your...
Okay.
And you have advantage on the last one.
So 18, does 18 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
This thing's very fast, too, for being as
Okay.
large as...
So 2d6 plus 8 for me. So the first one is 18 damage.
Okay.
Cool, solid.
Second
No worries,
attack.
man.
Second attack is a 22. That's
So what was your first
13
attack, Greg?
He got 18.
18. Second one is 13 damage on a 22.
Okay.
And the third is a 19 for 14 damage.
Alrighty. This thing moves faster than you guys on the sand, and it burrows. Just so you know, it burrows at your run speed for you. So it's
Well,
it's fast. I'm just letting you know, just so you can get an idea as it's moving about, right?
Right.
Yeah, well, Greg,
Okay, so
we've
it's
already
thrashing
inflicted
about-
101 hit points, so
Yeah.
it's not a bitch.
No, it's not.
We're back to it. Also, its mouth is large enough to swallow you both. So
Yeah. I'm watching its mouth carefully.
I think this would be an opportunity for me to have another poop. Right in my pants.
Kick its ass, Shell.
what's your AC, Greg?
My AC 24.
24.
21 plus 3 plate armor of
Oh no, the plus 3 plate armor is included.
Oh,
It was
okay.
18 plus.
Okay,
3.
it's 21.
Oh fuck. Okay. All right. Luke,
Yeah.
It's spinning around you guys really quickly and lashing out both with its bite that you're dodging and the stinging tail, which in Dungeons and Dragons, purple worm venom is the most powerful poison in the game. Very coveted by thieves and assassins. Except Drow, they like their own poison.
Mental note: milk this bitch when we're done.
Yeah.
You're milking and you stab your thumb. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Thunk.
Right. So back to the studio.
So you can do more anus creeps here. For fancy. Is that working? Oh, that's a good one. I gotta do something about that. It does sound like.
All right. So I'm gonna smash it again.
Yep.
20. No, hold on. Plus my dex, right?
It's just plus 12. Just add 12 to your D roll.
Oh, okay. So 25.
Yep. You're probably not gonna miss much stuff with these guys.
Okay. So my hit dice is 1d8 plus 8. 12. Oh, sorry, 11. It's sort of cocked.
No worries. Okay. And you have a second attack.
Second attack. Same as the first.
Hit.
A little bit
Ooh,
louder
hold on,
and a little
hold
bit
on.
worse.
Does 17 hit?
If you roll 5 or less, you miss.
Okay, I missed. I rolled a 5.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yep.
But I did tell him to hit it again. Oh, no, I don't get that. I don't have that ability.
No, I told you to hit it again.
Yes.
Whoops. Okay,
Just
Greg.
Take
Okay.
that as cricket.
So
every
yeah.
time.
So you told me to hit it
spinning
again.
quickly in the sand as it's twisting around to try to get another vantage at you guys. Okay. It's clearly mindless and absolutely enraged.
Okay. All right. So first attack
If you roll 5 or less, you miss.
is nothing. Second attack is a 28. So
That'll do.
that's good for 16. Third attack, based on his shouting at me,
Yeah.
is a 27.
That'll do.
That's good for 17 damage, and I'm going to take a weapon attack legendary action with my point for a fourth attack.
Are you sure we're not going to need that, Greg?
I get a point at the end of my turn. Once we go around in a circle, so I get that point back.
Is it the 1 a day thing, though?
No, it's it's the regular one.
Oh, it's your weapon attack one. Yeah.
Yeah, so that becomes my fourth. That was an 18, which I know hits, and that one's good for another 17 damage.
How much has this thing taken so far?
Quite a bit.
That was, what, 40
Ichor
some?
spurting out all over it as it moves. Sometimes its kind of thick hide carcass shifts, and then you see guts squirt out one of the slashes you've opened up in it.
Okay, we've hit it for 148 total.
Yeah, welcome to the jungle, bitch.
Yep.
Dude, I couldn't take you down with 148. Just remember that.
All right, so it spins and rears up, kind of coils up like a snake, and then comes slamming down at you two.
I jump to the side.
Both you will need to jump to the side. Or you're gonna get eaten.
I'll do it with style, though.
Okay. He does. He looks like a fucking jerk, and you look awesome.
Yeah. Jagweed.
Anus queef.
Oh. Both of you roll a d20 and tell me who gets higher.
That'd be Luke.
Yep. What'd you roll, Greg?
2.
I rolled a 19. Told you I look good.
You look great. Good thing I'm going to take some more damage.
You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
That would be a 23.
Here is good.
You take 60 damage as it slams down on you and almost swallows you in its mouth. You're mostly in its mouth. It's hit the ground and started to burrow kind of with you between it and the ground. It was going to swallow you in a large pile of dirt or sand, but you managed with your free leg to kick off its teeth and push yourself away at the last second. Okay.
Nice move. Do that again.
Hit it again, Luke.
Yeah. All right, here we go. That hits. And that hits. 6. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 23. Total.
Do you not have multi-attack?
I rolled them both.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
171 total.
Greg. You guys can get it as it's burrow, because like I said, it's burrowing very quickly into the ground. And it almost took Greg with it.
Hit it, motherfucker, hit it.
I'm going to fucking hit it hard.
So are you going to just do your 4 attacks against it because of the fun thing?
Yep.
All right, so roll 4 times and make sure your d20 does not say a 1 and says 6 and up.
Okay, that's a 24.
Yep.
For 11.
Okay.
That's a 29 for 14. A 31 for
Nice.
14. And a 22 for 12.
Okay, not bad.
There's another 50 down.
51, Greg.
Okay, I was close on the guess there. I wasn't really paying attention.
All right, so the ground thunders as it is pounded in. You've stepped aside, kicked away at it. And you're just, as it's digging into the ground, you're just chopping away at the damn thing, okay? And it has dug into the ground, leaving behind a 10-foot diameter tunnel in its wake. Okay? Sand is starting to pour in. You're on the edge of it, so make a dex save, Greg.
Oh, please don't let me fall in the fucking hole. I fell in the fucking hole.
Throw that die away right now.
What did you get?
9.
Do you want to re-roll it?
Oh, yeah, I can do that. Yes, I do.
I think you have one more of those left.
Oh, I get a re-roll. Oh, yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, I've got 2 more, so this will be a re-roll. That is a 23.
Okay, you're scrambling back up this kind of, you're crab walking in full armor and holding onto a giant dragon slayer grate as the sand is pouring into this hole. And Luke, you see him struggling to get out. He manages to just kick himself up onto some more solid ground before the sand levels out a bit.
Thanks for your help, pal.
All right,
Anytime,
the ground's still rumbling as it's digging away. Okay.
Point is, we sent it packing.
And now a casual stroll over to the.
Ground's still rumbling.
I would really like
It settles down a bit.
some gauze and some packing, perhaps.
Nah, fuck it. Let's just roll. Don't be a sissy. Let's hit the temple.
These are just rentals.
Yeah.
It's true, they are just rentals.
Dude, drive it like it's a car from fucking Calgary.
Drive it like it's a fucking Sunfire.
It's a 1982.
So not very fast.
It's a
and really
1982 Ford or Mercury Grand Marquis, all black,
Yep.
tinted windows, with nothing but a briefcase in the trunk that glows if you open it.
The Grand Marquis. No,
I grew up in the back seat of a Grand Marquis.
my mom had one of those.
My grandparents did.
I'm
I'm
doing a skid out in the parking lot, and the tires almost.
And for
folded
anybody
over.
curious why I keep looking down, it's because I'm actually painting the numbers onto these yellow dice so that I can read them. We're booking, man. We're
Okay, you're booking.
clearly there is no time to waste getting to this fucking pyramid.
The ground is trembling again. No.
Yeah, just gonna show it the stick I just cut it with.
Please tell me you two are running within 10 feet of each other.
Nope.
We're staying 4 abreast to disguise our movements.
Roll a d20. Tell me whoever gets the lowest this time.
Oh, I don't believe you're doing that to me. What'd you roll, Luke?
16.
Fuck you. Is that plus dex, or is this just a straight up
you
roll?
said roll a d20.
Fuck. 8.
Really?
Dude, I can't take damage. I don't have much left.
Right.
You're
Wow.
gonna have to do this by yourself soon.
I have no problem losing 1 victory point. Like, fuck it.
It. we've racked so many of them.
Yeah.
It's being purely pragmatic.
We've
here.
done everything right so far. Fuck this guy. Like,
Or right-ish.
whatever.
So, again, it bursts out of the ground, almost clamps onto its new friend, Greg. Greg, you're thrown about 20 feet into the sand, okay? As it slams up and lands on the ground again in front of you guys.
But I walked without rhythm.
Whereas Luke did a little tap dance that it kind of
Was
appreciated.
I able to cushion my fall at all?
Yeah, there's lots of sand. You're okay.
Okay, cool.
Plus, you're a hero. Who gives a shit if you get thrown like 20 feet
Okay.
into sand? Like, no big deal. It just pisses you off. You spit it out of your face, and you just see your sword 10 feet away. You rush over and grab it, and you're ready to kick this fucking thing's ass for the final
Amen.
thing. Luke, your turn. You're right with it, Luke. Okay? It just missed you as it tried to swallow Pal. I've never seen anything with this many hit points.
What do I gotta get? Is a 6 good?
6 or higher.
Oh,
Okay, so I rolled a 6. And the second one,
It's not hard to hit. It's a beast.
it fell on the floor, but it rolled a 15.
Okay.
Five and 8. And 8. And 8. So that's 16 plus numbers that I can't. Why can't I do that? That's the thing that I should be
You've
able
been
to do in
drinking.
my head.
You've been drinking.
yep.
You can drink or you can do math. Or math. All right. So,
29.
to hit,
Yeah, no, I hit it. I hit it for 29 points of damage.
how did you hit it for 29? Oh, total.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've been subtracting each time you say off a damage, so no big deal.
And you shout, and you have shouted inspiration towards me, have you not?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
As soon as you're done picking your sorry ass off the sand and charging this thing, he will shout inspiration to you.
Okay. Just checking.
You hit it 4 times, aren't you?
You're fucking right. I'm gonna hit it 4 times.
Oh, I can't wait to see what happens when you guys face the death.
Well, if
you guys are pretty powerful. It's
if
crazy.
Luke's in charge, he'll just commit suicide in front of it again.
Dude, this is a retarded amount of hit points. We've hit it for 273.
Yeah.
And there's plenty more where that came from.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh.
Roll your crazy number of attacks.
First one was 18. Sorry, 17. So that hits. So that one's for 15 damage. Second attack. Oh, that's 30. That's for 16 damage.
Okay.
30 again for 19 damage. And 27 for 16 damage.
How much total was that, Greg?
There's a massive rent.
It was close to 65, maybe 70.
Yeah,
almost?
I think it was 65.
Yeah. Well, no, because
so there's a massive rent in the side
65.
that you're working on. As it spins, sand fills into it and stuck to it. It's pretty beat to shit.
I'm sticking that pig every chance I get.
Do it again.
Luke, make a dex save.
Okay. 7, 20.
Okay, say no more. You take 28 damage and you avoid being swallowed. As it pounds into the ground again like that, okay?
And leaves a tunnel.
And as a parting gift, it lashes out with its stinger as it goes into the ground. And
whip.
You take 20 damage from that, and I don't need a con save because poison doesn't affect you.
No.
You feel something burning and coursing through you, and it's like, meh. Let's just see what damage it would have done.
So what is resistance?
67.
Resistance is half. You take half damage with resistance. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you don't take damage with resistance.
If it's immunity, you don't. With resistance, you take half.
It's probably dead. Good night. Love you.
So poison's not doing anything to you, but the 28 you took 14 because it wasn't magical. Or no, you're the one with adamantine armor. Luke.
Yeah.
Okay, Greg.
Yeah.
Were you paying attention to your character sheet at all?
I tried to.
You're in armor of invulnerability.
Yeah.
Let's look at Dragon Slayer. Damage resistances, non-magical damage.
Right.
So all this damage I've been giving you from this thing and the wing buffet needed to be halved.
Oh, I assumed that was already okay. Cool. That's cool. That's cool.
That should help you greatly.
Yes. Thank you.
The lightning bolt, however,
take the number that you're at and subtract the 2 and then double it or half it.
First take the number you're at.
Yep.
And subtract 72 from that total damage you took, because that was the lightning bolt that you ate full on magical damage.
Okay.
The rest is halved.
Okay, so the rest is another 37. So that minus 37. So that's at 199. Okay. Sorry.
So yeah, you should be at 336 from the lightning bolt, and then whatever the difference.
I'm at 199.
No, that's not bad.
Okay.
That thing had 400 hit points. It still has many, but you've scared it off, and it's continued tunneling down.
Cool.
Okay.
Dude, that sucks. We only had that one more round, and we would have had that fucking.
Oh yeah, I think it had like 35 left or something.
It had.
It's a big dumb beast. It's not going to stay and fight.
Yeah,
to the death.
your calculation is off because mine says 35.
DM wins. DM wins. DM wins. Whatever.
Yeah, how many dice did you...
I like jump up and down on the sand trying to get him to come out.
It's like, I've seen your health meter, bitch. I know you're not up to it.
Shai Halou,
As he
bitch,
just comes
come
up
back,
and he's
it's
just
the
like glorp,
prophecy.
swallows you, and
Yeah.
then goes right back down.
Oh.
I gotta say, like, if you were swallowed by that, you were in big shit. Because you were gonna start taking massive acid damage, and then you're blinded and restrained.
I had dice for that eventuality.
If you manage to do 30 damage to one of those, though, it has to make a con save or pretty much barf you out or get in trouble.
Nice.
So, Chris, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Does the 40 minutes with the worm, I know it wasn't with your Lich Dragon, but are you still happy?
No, you know what? I'm sad that I don't have a Lich to play with, or Draco Lich to play with today, but
Sorry.
what am I going to do? I always make you guys pay for shitty rolls.
It's true.
So it's got to come back this way sometime.
Sorry for killing your or for dispensing with your Draco Lich, dude.
Well, that's the thing. He's still around.
Oh yeah, he's not gone. He's just
So
been postponed.
if I didn't roll that super poor set of dice with the advantage, and plus the thing has like detect life, and it didn't detect it from you guys. So maybe things have changed, it's thinking. It's like, okay, I buy it.
Hey,
Why not?
We rose up from a field of a whole bunch of dead stuff.
You literally rose up.
From the dead. We were done.
I wrote it so you guys are a special type of revenant.
Okay.
Must finish something or never rest. You were slain by these guys. And now you are arisen.
I'm down with that. I'm
ready
down
to
with
finish
that.
your mission.
A mission that we'll finish next week, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
buddy.
There we go. Hey, C2X. We're good. We're sorry you just missed the end of the first section of this part of our journey. That was fun.
Yeah.
Purple worm, huh? Nice.
Those are pretty powerful little creatures you got.
Pretty
Dude,
decent.
400 motherfucking hit points on a worm? Like,
That's insane.
and I didn't get to bleed it for poison? Like, piss me off.
Oh god, the poison I rolled, it was 62 damage for poison.
That's insane.
Would have done a lot. And then you're poisoned, so. Or you could catch it when it's flipped over to the YouTubes or whatever. Does it automatically goes to their archives here, doesn't it? The video?
Yeah, absolutely.
You might want to skip the first 15 or 20 minutes of this one, though, C2X. But thanks for wanting to watch.
Yeah, it's okay, and I'll be posting.
Yeah.
I'll be posting last week's episode 12, and tonight's episode. Both of those will get uploaded tomorrow. They'll be available on YouTube.com/RyskCA on probably Wednesday. Both of these episodes will be up.
And just one more time, just in case our viewers know what that is.
Yeah, there's something coming. Again, we didn't stop halfway in the show. We were too busy trying to figure out what the hell we were going to do. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Shout out to our sponsors. The official dice subscription of Quantum Keep, LibrisArcana.com, LibrisArcana.ca. Hit them up online, and they have kick-ass dice subscriptions and RPG guide descriptions. Use coupon code RYSKCA, RYSK to get 25. Cheers, thanks for the follow or whatever that was, because I can't see it. RYSK to get 25% off your first month subscription.
Fuck, buddy, talk faster.
I'm doing my damnedest, man.
Go to Libris Arcana. Use
What is that?
It's the greatest thing ever.
What's the ugly beastie dude called? Thorn Tusk?
Thragtusk.
Thragtusk.
The Tarask?
He's coming next. Yeah, I know. He does. He looks like a T-Rex and a Rancor made a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name's Thragtusk. That's what he is.
And stay tuned because you can see how these guys are. This campaign is every now and then kind of dipping into the world of my campaign I play on Saturdays with my friends.
Yeah.
And these guys are sometimes actually affecting my friend's Saturday campaign. So that horrible Tarask thing you see up there might make an appearance with my buddies who are they're zoning in on level 20, 5th edition. So
Sweet.
we'll see.
Good.
See what happens there.
I would love to go into battle against that thing with 5 other people. That thing would be
As
so
powerful
much fun.
as you guys
Yeah.
are right now, we would just basically be.
Yeah.
But it would be a fun round.
Yeah, it would be fun. Yeah, there we go.
But yeah, no. In this session, Greg befriended Chris's Draco.
No, not befriended.
Little bitch and flattered it and swore fealty to its lord. So it decided to fly away.
Instead of eating us.
Oh, I love Fantasy Grounds. I've played Roll20 as well, and I find Roll20 it's pretty good, but I mean, I'm playing Starfinder with it, and it's mostly just a mapping, so because it doesn't have much support. But Fantasy Grounds is awesome. I agree, it's super good.
Well, Luke, I'm 30% down on health right now.
Yeah.
So
healing potions don't work anymore.
Yeah, I'm
Greg,
I'm gonna need some backup there, Mr. Warlord.
I'm 100% down on giving a fuck about your health level.
Yeah, I know. Remember that when I commit suicide.
Yeah, I don't care, dude.
Actually, I can't even do that. I'm already dead.
Yes, you can. You could when Luke's Warlord goes and issues some command for you to get in a free attack, you're just like right on as you just gag yourself. Fall on your sword and leave him alone.
I'm going to target my ankle.
Death Knight.
I'm going to focus on my ankle.
But yeah, we're C2X. This campaign is we started in Delta Green, but we are doing it in the style of the 80s television show Quantum Leap. So this is actually our first foray into this particular jump. We still haven't figured out
what we need to do
is going on. We just left the Conan universe. Before that, we were in Star Wars universe and so on and so forth. So it's a pretty cool, pretty fun.
Yeah,
for us.
Our characters have now lived through Delta Green, Dragonlance, Call of Cthulhu twice Call of Cthulhu, Star Wars, Neverwinter.
There's been 3 different
Neverwinter
5e.
This will be the 4th.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, because we did 2 sessions in Dragonlance, but we didn't do 2 encounters there.
Yeah, we did.
Oh yeah, we did. That's right. That's where we met that's where we met the evil angular devil prismatic hound guys.
The Hounds of Tindalos.
Yeah. It has been an experience, being that neither Luke or I are contemporary active D&D players. We've played in the past, but neither of us are consistent regular players. So this has been a great opportunity for us to see other game platforms. And other RPG platforms. But it's brought some interesting challenges because we don't have that RP background to be able to just drop in as characters into these games. And some of them, like these characters that we played tonight, are so intensely more powerful physically than our previous guys. We have to change how we approach everything every episode. So it's
because when you played Call of Cthulhu, you were a cop and a bookstore owner.
And
then you went from that into like Star Wars characters.
He played a
Yeah.
dog.
shooting blasters and
You know.
flying space.
I played a dog, and I beat a dude so bad. I physically ripped a guy's head off.
And arms.
So much so that a Wookiee was like, yeah, I beat a dude hard enough to impress a Wookiee. So that's a really fun system.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to play that again.
Yeah. I liked the way Conan's damage mechanics worked.
Oh, fuck, I hate that combat.
But it's a lot of dice thrown around. Like there's a lot of numbers. But I like the roll low and you're safe, roll middle you're in trouble, and roll high and you get special effects. I love that concept.
I think Conan is built for players more like Buzz It.
Buzz It?
Yeah, that like because you said that he gains the system, right? He figures out the.
Oh, that's Lee. Lee really dials in with the systems. He finds interesting ways to maximize stuff and stuff like that. So
yeah, I think Conan, like a player like that, would love Conan.
Yeah, you could certainly play that around.
So the best system then so far has been Star Wars D6.
Star Wars D6 it was the most free because the turns were a little more loosely defined.
Yeah,
it was sort of as you think of it, do it, rather than the orbital turn mechanics of initiative,
which can sometimes really kill things.
Yeah, well, they can really kill the creativity of it too. But I mean, I guess they all have their own merits, so I wouldn't say one is better or worse, just different.
Yeah, I've played D&D more than anything, but fucking while this has been fun and cool, like I spent 2 hours in combat and I know nothing. I haven't explored anything. Like we basically fast talked it into swing swords.
Dude, we fast talked a dragon lich.
I understand that, and that's bitchin', but it's not. There's no freedom to act. There's no, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's when you get into the temple ahead, you'll figure a couple things out.
Let's just say when we get to the temple ahead, Hank McMurtry's military behavior is not going to be as valuable as Shell's intellect and reason are going to be.
Well, there's things to learn in there to understand what everything in here, what the point of things are and how they affect the greater picture. So it's but getting there was a battle. Like I'm not ready to have you guys in the temple this session. So that's why we had to drag out the Dune War.
Sorry about that.
Because of Greg's incredibly fucking dope handling of that Draco Lich.
Yeah, but like I said, I mean, I can't always only punish the player having shitty rolls.
Well, there you go. But not gonna lie, as much as I enjoyed that, I still have a little ways to go to catch up to ripping the arms off of a stormtrooper.
Oh, dude. That was pretty wicked.
That was earth-shattering.
C2X is playing Starfinder, starting to get into it.
Nice.
If I was more confident with Starfinder, we would definitely be jumping into Starfinder for sure. It's so good.
Well, I just know that there are a few systems that we need to get our asses into coming up, and I'm super jazzed about some of the possibilities. I know we can't necessarily make them all work, but I mean there are certain books that I've seen that I would love.
Well, bring them up too, because I'm interested to know, because I've got kind of most of it laid out, but there's some room for.
You had that Indiana Jones stuff, and you also had that Japanese one.
Oh, the Legend of the Five Rings.
Yeah,
that looks really cool. I've got the starter for that, because what we've been doing, I don't know. Has C2X ever shown up in here? Like, do you understand what we're doing?
I'm pretty sure we've seen C2X before. I'm positive we have.
I'm taking a lot of the intro adventures to get you into the system, and that's how we're kind of discovering systems while we're doing this. So, and they're being tweaked a little bit to fit the overall narrative. But I've got the intro system for Legend of the Five Rings, which I really would like to play. It would probably be like 5 sessions. Which,
Yeah,
you know what?
and
Might not be bad, actually.
It might not be.
Well,
It might work.
5 rings, so like if it's 5 sessions, that means that 4.5 of them would be walking.
No. What the hell? We're not that boring.
No, dude, that movie, like everybody touted that movie as being
Oh,
amazing.
what was this? What movie's that?
So Lord of the Rings.
No. This is
Lord of the Rings. No, this is
is
Legend of the Five Rings.
This is like
sorry.
samurai.
L5R, yeah.
This is like samurai and shoguns and it looked really cool.
I thought we were talking about Lord of the Rings, not L5R.
C2, are you talking about are you doing a streamed game or? Because that's something that we might be interested in at some point. Because at some point this version
I've got
is going to end.
4 games on the go each week.
Yeah.
C2X. My wife isn't super happy, but while I'm fun employed, I get to play some D&D.
It might be because at some point this campaign will end, and we're going to have to come up with something to replace it.
This is Legend of the Five Rings. It's based on like probably the best card game ever made.
Magic the Gathering?
Oh, it totally kills Magic the Gathering. Are you kidding? The best thing about Legend of the Five Rings is you played your tournaments like they did with Magic, but what happened at those tournaments were the outcomes of those tournaments were used to develop the storyline for the next season of the card releases.
Okay, but there were 2 things that made it not as awesome. Nobody got paid and nobody got laid.
What are you talking about?
And that does happen at Magic.
Nobody got paid what for Magic cards? Huh?
No, Magic. At Magic you get paid and laid.
I've never
in your game everybody just stands around and circle jerks and they get next season's topic.
Are you trying to say like dudes who play Magic get laid?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, 100%.
That doesn't happen.
100%. It's true.
I played it on the GP tour for 2 years, and I got a kid.
Hang on, I'm going to go to this C2. How do I get to his profile? There we go. C2X Gaming. I'm not good at internet. Okay, I'm on. You know what? I'm just going to follow. There we go.
Feel free to throw the link. It should work. If it doesn't, hopefully one of the mods will get it. We can turn it around.
I don't know how to make.
Or feel free to whisper it, and I'll throw it in there. C2X.
Well, whatever. I just threw you a follow so I can.
Yeah, just throw it in, and I'll add it. I have no problem putting it in the chat. But I know the current mods are.
The term badass and getting laid were filtered until Fancy fixed that.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Funny. Oh, you're gonna have to fix the link.
Yeah, no, I can't. That I can't touch, but he can. If he whispers it to me, or he whispers it to Fancy. Hold on, let me just. I'm probably gonna break something here. There we go.
Oh man, my shit just crashed.
Oh no!
Lying.
I'm lying. You're still there.
You're still here.
You're still here. It's all good.
God, I've had enough of you guys. Show over.
No way. We're gonna unbox this. I haven't even looked at this yet.
No, I just fired a whisper over to C2X, and he can send me the link, and we'll take a boo, and we'll connect at some point and chat more.
That's sweet. They have like special dice for rolling. Like the Conan system has dice too, where the 5 and 6 are replaced by those cool
Gotcha.
icons
Gotcha.
and stuff like that. But this is the Legend of the Five Rings stuff. This is the worst unboxing ever. It's like dim. Here's some like tokens and shit. Oh man!
There, I
but the
pasted
artwork
the
in this
Discord
game.
link from C2X in the chat there.
Look at the artwork in this game. I don't know if you can see that very well.
That's pretty.
Just like it's that cool, almost like Japanese art
It's
translated into RPG stuff. Booklets and crap, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'll have to read through. There's a few books in here. One of them is mostly rules, but then we have like the.
I'll hit it up after we're offline, C2X, because we're actually hosting on Discord, so I don't want to break all of that.
This just got released like a few months ago, C2X, the starter game, but now they've got the actual full rules.
Cool.
And I think a campaign book for it now and stuff. It's I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. I love this setting. It's like a mythical Asia, Japan type thing.
Dude, where did he get that book? Chris, can you turn your room lights on?
Oh.
Dude,
Yeah, what do you need them for?
Those are all RP books. He
Oh,
got
back
it
there?
from he got it from the Table O Things.
Yeah. The shelf of destruction.
Let's take a walk.
Yeah, there's a few books over there.
So that it's kind of hard to see, but that like where the head of the guitar is, that's all books. There's a shelf below that's all books. Oh yeah, there's that pile of shit in the way there. On the other side, those white things are all magazine files filled with like 300 Dragon magazines.
He
I got like 10 feet of books in there.
he has a problem. It's okay.
Hey, I don't do math, at least.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for the game tonight.
Yeah, man.
Oh, excuse me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. That was a fun one.
C2X, come back every Monday, man. We're here.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll hit you up in the Discord. Luke, grab that link.
Yeah, I'm already on the already on the thing.
All right, cool. I'm gonna get in there too after. Chris, you too. We'll see what C2X has got going on. Cheers, guys. Thanks very much. That is it for tonight. 2 hours 17 minutes. It's nice to be through in a reasonable period of time for a change. Or something.
Yay.
Drink more beer.
Drink more beer. Okay. All right. I got that. Cheers.